No. $75 from RES, who says, wishing fun-filled runs to all the runners. Thank you very much indeed for the lovely donation. Thanks so much. But yeah, so that's the end of Breath of Fire. We're going to be just getting it set up for Crusader Ascenti as aforementioned. And then Jintatsu will be running that as well. So what we're going to quickly do is we're going to, just in a moment, throw it over to a Twitch ad. Obviously, we are being sponsored by Twitch this year, so thank you very much to them as well. But obviously, make sure to check out all of the bid incentives for the upcoming games and upcoming donations that you can meet. Yeah, so if that's kind of something that you're looking forward to, make sure to check it out, catch your favorite games, and yeah, donate to the things you want to see. So with that, I'll throw it over to a Twitch ad. Guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you very, very shortly with Crusader Ascenti and Jintatsu. Don't go anywhere. Cheers.
All right, welcome back to RPG Limit Break 2018. I am your host for Crusader Ascenti. I'm Gunarm Dine, call me Dine. And we're just getting set up here. Jintatsu is just literally marathoning it here, a 6-hour run for Breath of Fire, jumping right into Crusader Ascenti. And you can say Bowie the Hero is right behind him. Well, literally, will be on the couch. Just want to say that May is Mental Health Month, and such as it is fitting that we are supporting NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Fewer than 50% of adults living with these conditions will receive treatment each year. Many factors contribute to this, including stigma, lack of access, and lack of knowledge and resources, all things that NAMI is committed to combating. And we just wanted to let you know that there is no shame in asking for help. If you feel that you've hit a wall in your life and there's just no one to reach out to, you are never alone. NAMI has hotlines available, they have their website available, and plenty of ways to reach out. If you feel stuck, you are not alone. Reach out that hand, you can get the help that you need. As we continue to get set up, just want to let you know that all of the donation incentives for Lunar the Silver Star have been met, but of course there's still plenty more to go after that. After that we have Soul Blazer, and the main incentive for that is the bid war for our hero's name. Currently in first place is Everhate, named after the runner who created the Everhate Memorial Race, or is rather named after him. In second place we have Floor 2, which is a shout out to Elmagus. Do a quick check for donations here. Currently nothing new for donations. We ask you to go ahead and submit those. We just passed the 12,100 mark. I'm sure we can easily surpass 13,000, maybe even 15,000 after Crusader Ascenti. It is a very fun action RPG. I actually got my first witness of it, saw the first run of it when Jintatsu submitted it. It looks like a very fun game, and he's going to break it in so many ways you'll lose count. It's going to be a very interesting run. just wanted to let you know. Good luck. We're all counting on you. We need one more for that joke to fit. Now we're just making some final touches here, and they will signal us when they're ready. And of course, we want to send out thanks to the people involved in our foreign language restreams. Our French restream is at twitch.tv, Le French Restream. And our Japanese stream, twitch.tv, Japanese_restream. If those restreams can help you enjoy the marathon, go check them out and send them some love. And RPG Limit Break is proud to once again be partnering up with the Yeti to bring you 8 amazing looking t-shirts. Head over to theyeti.com/RPG Limit Break. That is YETEE.com, the Yeti. And take a look at the designs. Pick up the ones you want to know that $4 from every t-shirt purchased will be donated to NAMI. Remember, the Yeti is spelled YETEE. And we would love to say thank you to Kari Fry for designing the RPG Limit Break logo, several of our sub-emotes, and some of our promo banners. Check out her work at karifry.com, KARIFRY.com. Okay, our audio is good. Our runners look like they're ready. Go ahead and give us a signal when they're ready to go.
はい、どうも。こんばんは、皆様。はい。
Alright.
Cool. Let's go.
Absolutely. What did we end up with
ま
for
あ、ラ
name?
グナセンティ知ってるか
If we need a file name
Our
available.
file name
ま
is
あ、う
Happy
ろ覚えで
Birthday
すけどね。
Ryu.
ちょ
That's
まあ
capital
ちょっ
H,
とやった程度なんで、
capital B,
全然覚えてないっていうのが正しいんですけど、
AY,
Oops.
一
Sorry.
応、だらだら喋りながらやりましょう。
Happy B-Day.
ラグナセンティ
capital
は、
R.
You know what? I'll tell you
簡
what.
単
I
に
do
言
not
うと
remember
ゼ
the
ルダで
naming
す。
screen
This
being
or
this
capital
long.
Y?
That's a lowercase y. And U. Lowercase u.
Yeah. Here's the interesting thing about this game.
ゼルダみたい
If
な。
you don't put any characters in for your name will be 10 empty spaces. So when it comes up in conversation, it's like blah, 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 space, blah, blah, blah.
Nice.
It's kind of funny. Should have actually put that as an incentive
ただ
itself.
この時、
Okay,
確
so
か
I'm ready.
バ
Is
ンダイ
everybody else ready?
バンダイだったっけこの時。
Yeah?
なんか
Everybody, you all ready on time?
RPG 2なんか
Are we
表彰
good
登
on
録
time?
しちゃってて、
Excellent.
Okay, well, I'll count you down in 3,
ロープレっていうのが
1, go.
Good luck, Jintatsu.
Take it away, Bowie.
I'll do my best. Well, welcome to Crusader of Senti, or Ragnar Senti, or Soleil, based on where indeed you did play it. It's a kind of like action RPG kind of adventure game on the Sega Mega Drive / Genesis. Kind of you might see a kind of Zelda-y kind of vibe from it. Basic narrative in the beginning is you play this young chap who's called Happy Birthday Ryu. On his 14th birthday, he gets given his father's sword and shield, and he can go out and become an adventurer and hero of his own.
Yeah, that's the law. It literally says it's the law of the land to equip a sword and shield and go out to fight.
Yeah. Just to be like previous heroes of your... before you need to do this, though, you have to, first of all, get the consent of the king on your 14th birthday. You must approach him and say, I'm 14, allow me to fight things. And he goes, yes, of course, young man. Go out and fight and do all that kind of stuff. Before then, you also have to go to the Rafflesia travel training grounds and improve your worth there. We're going to be learning one of the main and most important skills that we're going to have in the entire game, the enter sword throw. And then we're going to be making our way on to the next area. This game and this run is very, very fast-paced. There's loads of glitches and loads of kind of clips and stuff, so it's going to be plenty of exciting stuff to see. The way that Jin is mashing here is he's going to be mashing in two methods, using all the ABC buttons all kind of simultaneously, but then there'll be times when he needs to focus on selecting the right everything. Yes, no, so he'll change to AC or slow down a little bit in that mashing system.
Yeah, there's quite a little bit of, like, every conversation's different.
Yeah. So this is kind of the way that the game works. You have these zones, these areas you can go to, and then you kind of have these, like, this track-based
overworld
world map.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You got a message from the king. You may enter the Rafflesia training grounds. Now, we're not actually going to complete any of these grounds. There are three kind of like areas that you can do where you've got a bronze, silver, and gold medal, and the more you do, you kind of like get bigger rewards. You get the best sword in the game comes from, or one of the upgrades to the sword comes from all of this.
Yeah. In terms of sword gold, you essentially do twice the number of damage.
Yeah. So you saw that he's basically trying to grind a bit of money. So he's going to go inside this building and leave again and do the same thing. The coins that you see are not randomized. They're always in those spots. So Jin is running up to them, cutting down that one area, that next bit to get a total of 20 coins. And that is enough money to buy the throwing skill.
to be extorted by the guards who are supposed to be training you.
Yeah. And then just try and take the damage boost there. Not as big as something like, say, Castlevania, but still something.
14歳の誕生日になったら、なんか剣を持って、
I believe also your TV at home, you've been using a different kind of
剣を持って旅に出なくていいんか。確か。剣を持たなきゃいけないんですよね。で、主人公のお父さんはすでに亡くなってて、で、今戦士の訓練が終わった。
I'm hoping to one day get involved somehow myself. For now, here's a few bucks and keep up the great work.
Excellent, thanks so much indeed.
So I popped down here just real quickly. Some enemies come out of these holes, but if you just pop down to that one tile briefly, it'll despawn them. Save me having to briefly stop to swing my sword at them both.
Also, yeah, the more enemies on screen as well does increase the lag. So we're going to use the sword skill here for it. Well, one of the main purposes is like attacking kind of like faraway obstacles. You can see just throwing the sword there to break the boxes and create a water slide here to our first boss. Which kind of gives this idea of like these kind of like fairy tale kind of stories happening. So this is kind of like your Red Riding Hood old lady with a wolf kind of like,
absolutely.
keeping her safe. Well, safe.
訓練所が初級、中級、上級ってあったはずで、
So we want to finish this fight in the door so that it saves the cutscene of the lady coming out of the fireplace and talking to you and thanking you for all that.
The story trigger for this bit is just getting the boss fight done. It's not actually speaking to the old lady, so you can just continue.
Absolutely. But what she does tell you is that you need to go to the fair because the fortune teller was looking for you.
ちなみに、ゼルダと違ってですね、体力回復がハートじゃなくて、確かリンゴです。確かリンゴです、これ。ね。
Where we're going to basically gain the ability to speak to animals and plants, and that's just going to allow us to kind of speak to certain things and kind of unlock the next kind of exciting part of the mechanics.
自分のところにある昔の資料引っ張り出して、昔のまだよく残ってたなと思って今ちょっと見て、大して書いてないんだけど。
Now we've got a $25 donation from TEH_U. For Gunarm Dine, your puns make me cringe more than Mahler's Twitter feed. As expected of the man who has his own raid countermeasures, donation to Dine's choice. That is actually going to Soulblazer to name The here, floor 2 for elementary sake.
ここなんだっけ
Thank you for that to you.
さっきの剣飛ばしは結構、まあ、普通にプレイすると重要でございまして。前資料ってなんかちょっと残ってたけど、発売前情報的なやつ。
Yeah, like honestly, if you were given the ability to speak with animals,
てかね、あんまりラグナセンティネタがないんじゃない？
Why were you whining at me the other day? What do you want?
まあセガなんで。
There are like a load of little tiny like, visual clues and secrets that are in this game. We were looking at there's like kind of because you can kind of get extra HP. Your HP bar being that kind of like apple bar in the top left, where the times 1 means you got a whole bar and you keep getting more and more. But you can find heart containers or these gold apples that kind of give you more HP, and they're all hidden around the world in kind of very clever ways.
Yeah, when we walked towards the fairground, there was a field of flowers we walked past, and they're all spinning clockwise except for one of them spinning counterclockwise.
主人公は確かに動物と喋れるんですよ。そうそうそう。動物とは話せるんですけど、人間は言葉通じないっていうよくわからないことになってて。
Now for that flower path, would you say you're putting the petals in the middle?
この動物も仲間になる種類が結構多いんですよ。多くてですね。
This is kind of
確か同時に2匹1匹忘れた。
There's a bit of lag being picked up from the bird, so it's kind of annoying to kind of have to deal with them, but that's just life, really.
はい。
I swung my sword just briefly before I grabbed onto the ladder there, so that it finished my sword charge while I was while I was climbing the ladder. Just small frame saves.
So Mac is the one who kind of tells this. The hare's like, no, I don't want to help you.
犬のポッチですね。日本語だと確かポッチ。
And then the hare's like, all right, okay, sure, I'll help you.
で、
more basic life skills. This game is all about learning your basic life skills.
Can we throw?
Yes, we can throw.
Can we jump?
Yes.
Tick. Can we lift?
No.
No, okay.
やつですね。
Why not?
Because people have to put things in your hand. You can't actually pick things up on your own.
What should be said is this game has an incredible soundtrack. Feel that blast processing. Beautiful.
Oh, I missed it.
今本家ではサンタの話をしてるんですけど、やっぱりメガドライブっていうだけあって、やっぱり FM 音源結構優秀なんですよ。いやメガドライブといったら FM 音源ですから。ね。
That's not going to be enough.
It's alright. This is a very, very difficult trick. Using the momentum of the game to keep yourself bouncing.
海外でも人気はやっぱある方だとは思うんですよね。知らないけど、詳しくは。
Good enough. So now the game kind of, let's just let this guy get out of here first. Game kind of freaks out if you place a cornered object on a sloped surface. Doesn't really know what to do if you just sort of wiggle yourself in there.
Yeah. And we're going to be using that a lot. Either we'll be able to kind of find things that we can like move into positions to do this, or we're going to just be able to kind of like use the resources we have on us to be able to kind of like allow that to happen as well. We're not going to be skipping like major entire pieces, but it's going to allow us to speed things up. So for example, moving this block up once and then getting in that corner, allowing us to
go.
A big chunk of burn daisy gone there.
I'm just going to grab a couple quick health here.
Yeah.
Even a couple more just because.
Just be safe, yeah.
Yep. Just because that failing that lava jump the first time we took a lot of damage.
Quite a tricky jump.
And this is a very, very, very tight jump. You're not supposed to go that route.
結構これ意外とキャラ判定猶予があるんでギリギリなんですけど。
Everyone, I want to see these heads moving.
だいぶすっ飛ばしてるのも忘れちゃって分かんなくなって。
He's going to burst into about 70 billion of these things. 8, I think. One's flashing. Let's follow him. See those heads get in.
The only real strat here is to just try and predict where he's going to be on the fourth movement.
Nice.
どこだっけこれ?
The TAS, I believe, charges up a sword throw.
これはバーンデージってとこですね。
Yeah, exactly, as it stops.
そうそうバーンデージだ。そうそう。
We've got to be careful. Almost hit that top one. The sword box is, or the sword hitbox is ginormous. It's easy to accidentally hit one of these other guys if they're too close to each other. Wow.
まあこの分裂して、まあ4回移動するんですけど、4回移動したら固まります。こうやって止まります。
The final phase, they'll move really, really quick, and they should move that fast on every instance of movement.
ね。
Alright, one more to go. Where are you gonna go? Oh, he's a loner.
6回かな確かな。
Oh, yeah.
6回だね。
That's fine.
で終わりましたね。
Boing, he's been defeated.
ちなみにこの間に
So
相
now we
当
get
す
our
っ飛ばして
first
ますよ。
actual useful animal friend, Cecil the squirrel. Bowie, if you want to talk about what Cecil can do for
Of
you.
course, yeah. So what you can do is you can, whenever you get
そう
an
どれが
animal
本物なんだぜ
companion,
っ
you
て
can
いう。
equip them to you and they'll follow you behind. You can equip up to 2.
ちなみに
What
本物
Cecil
の
does is he allows you to throw your sword a little
本
bit
物
further,
の
but also it bounces off walls
選
as
ぶ
well.
基
So you
準
can
があ
like
っ
throw it
て
around corners to hit targets that we may
移
not
動
be
する前に
able to
赤く
hit,
光るん
switches
で
that
すよあ
might
いつ
unleash,
実は
new
ちょっとだけ赤
areas
く
to
変わ
us.
るん
So
でそれを見て判断し
we're
て
out of bounds.
We're on the wall. So if you step onto the
目で
ropes
ちゃんと
from
追え
the
ば
bottom of the
ちゃん
top,
と追えるん
just
で
the first
そんな
few
難しく
pixels
はな
of
いで
the
すねあい
rope,
つね
you're still able to jump. And if you just jump and then move off of the rope, the game has no actual collision on the rope, so it just lets you do so if you're not in the
な
actual
んか平
wiggle.
然と壁抜けしてるんですけどいいんですかこれやめて
So,
くれ
and we're going to be quickly getting our next animal companion as well. So that all these areas we're going to, we're going to be kind of like coming back and doing like a second run through a lot of these areas as well. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see how we get through it the first time versus the second time. But charge a sword here, you can throw it, and then you can release it whenever you want by pressing the button again and bringing it back. And there's the
この
bounce.
剣飛ばしがかなり優
And
秀
that
なん
release
です
mechanism to
よ
bring the sword back will be used in more than one way
て
as
か
well.
こ
To kind of like
れ
get
を
the
うまく
right
使わない
angle
とこ
on
のゲーム
certain
は大
pieces
変で
too.
す
Yeah, absolutely.
普通にプレイするならね
I really like that song, actually, I do.
So this is a trick that I actually, for the longest time, I couldn't understand. I was trying to do it, and I couldn't understand exactly what I was getting wrong with it. This thing here is a
こ
race
こで
with
レースがあるん
Flash
です
the
ね
cheater.
レー
And
ス
he
上でウサ
and
ギに
Trigger's
話し
name, he
て
cheats a little bit. He's
チーター
impossible
と
to beat unless you like bribe
チ
him.
ーターと
If
な
you
んだっ
do
け
this, we go down in laps somehow. So basically, you're just going over the line and slowly reversing just behind.
You gotta get, it's kind of like pixel precise. The tail end of your hat has to
なんか
pass
ど
the
っかで見
finish
たことある
line.
なこれ
Then you just skip all of the laps.
It's a case of out cheating the
これ
cheetah.
どっか
Absolutely.
の
You
さ
gotta know the cheetah's gonna cheat. It's
ど
in
っ
his
かの
name,
スーパー
so
マリオカートとかいうやつでなんかやってなかったっけ
So with Flash Equip, you can see now that Jin is running at like a bullet.
みんな大好きマリオカートやってたよね
it's
今
gonna
ね
also allow us to jump much farther.
And we've made our way to Iris, I believe it's called, isn't it?
So the whole reason we came here, typically the game wants you to go left before going to that fiery
で
mountain
こ
to
こか
get
ら
the
スライ
particular
ムになっちゃうん
ability
で
to
すね
get
さっ
past
きの
the
赤い
fire,
柵を飛び
but
越えたら
we
スライ
skipped
ムに
that
な
so
っ
we could
ちゃう
come here
の
and get
で
the cheetah early, which is gonna
この
allow us to
後
skip some other stuff in the dungeon coming up.
So the idea here is that you there was a goo
That's it,
little
yeah.
slime monster thing that when you jumped over the kind of I want to call them
でこのスライムの家に行ってですね
Yeah.
でこの
swapped places, took a human
お母
form
さん
and ran off.
この色が
and
違
left
う
you
の
in
は
goo
お母
form,
さん
and you're
で
just trying to find your way back to being
ね
a human.
この会話
connected
で
with magic
うんっ
afoot
て言っ
and all that
て
kind of stuff. But we're being chased
ちょっ
by
とこ
the
れ
way
イベント
by
なん
the
で
grand hero
お
of
使
our
い
own
ですね
town, Eamon,
いや
who's
な
just
んか
like
トラップっていう
picks
考
on
え
the
てた
slime
か
kids.
な
But he gets stuck on trees real easy.
I
Poor
question
guy.
his
あの
credibility as a
さっき
hero
の
who's
最初の時
taking on
赤
the
い
easiest
柵があったじゃないです
monsters from
か
any Dragon Quest game.
あれを
Right?
飛び越え
That's
た
what
ら
I'm saying.
And
ス
failing.
ライムになっちゃった
What
っ
a
ていう
guy. Just picking
Yeah,
on poor
well,
little slimes. They didn't do nothing to
ク
him.
リンっていう子なんです
So
け
whilst
ど
we're
この子
going to
今
be doing a
2
little
回
bit
話
more
したない
kind
とい
of
けな
slight
くて
puzzling, so we've got time for a
で
quick
こう2回
donation.
喋ったら
Absolutely.
2回話してうんって言うとまた
Well, no
あのイベントが
donations, but
進
we
ん
would
で
like to say that RPG
で
Limit
ま
Break
た
is grateful to
今度はまたお
LLK,
母さん
a
に
longtime
話しに
contributor
行
to
きます
GDQ marathons and one of the designers of our promo banners, attendee badges, and emotes.
でお
Check
母さ
out
ん
her
と
work
話し
at
て
jazaboo.com. JAZAA, 2 A's,
ね
BOO.com.
で今度はですね
I always liked as well when you're actually facing into Mama Slime. Are you going to go
ちょっと
for
また
it?
移動
so
し
we're
なきゃい
gonna
けない
we're
で
gonna
す
pull
ね
him out of his pen just for fun. Let him chase us a
で
little
ここの
bit.
星型のところ
He's just gonna
で
get stuck on
10
that
回
tree
ジャンプをしないといけないですね
anyway.
この真ん中
Oh,
で
he wants it so bad. Oh,
で
one
真ん
more.
中10回ジャンプ
So
す
you
る
gotta
と
jump on that star 10 times. It'll trigger the thing to open the door.
トリガーになってましてここおばばの家っていうのがあるんで
We've
すね
got a
おばばの家
$500
に
donations from Drunken
これ
Rage.
セガです
Oh,
Wonderful
baby.
cause, love all the games
こ
in
れ
this
作ったのは
charity.
セガです
Thank you
セ
so
ガ
much.
セガが作ったっていう
Thank
より
you so
も
much for that Drunken Rage.
My
下
king,
請けで
thank
ア
you.
トラスだっけア
We
ト
have
ラスかなんか
a
が
well-known, I wouldn't say, I say kids puzzle, I
yeah,
guess
kid
like
puzzle.
a logic puzzle to take here.
Yeah.
You know, you can't leave two things that would eat each
確
other
か
in the
セ
same
ガ
area.
セガがまあ発注出し
You're
て
probably very familiar
やっ
with
て
this
たはずだ
puzzle.
けど違ったっけ確
I
か
know
アト
when
ラ
I
スかなん
heard
かだっ
it,
たでし
like
ょ
I heard it with different creatures. It wasn't a
俺
chicken
はあ
or
やふや
caterpillar and a flower, but the concept was the same.
で、今オババと話して、ここなんだ。
Pretty sure something had a broken leg.
今 パズルを解くことになるんですね。これウィッチってあるんですけど、日本語ではおばばですね。で、ここにパズルなんですけど、解説がちゃんとあるんですよね。
Now, since we're doing all bosses, as the
パズル解いたんで、
pieces
人間に
will
戻っ
get
たん
his
で、
chance in the sun to become a
今度は
butterfly.
虫っていう虫が
But he'll at
仲
least
間に
get
な
to
りま
become
す。
a
で、今
what
度は
do they
戻
call it?
っ
What's that thing
て、
in Pokemon? A Kakuna?
Yeah, or a
No,
Metapod.
no, Metapod. That's the one. Yeah, he'll be Metapod later. It's fine.
どこ
So
だっ
if he
けこれ。
accepts you as his master, does that mean he's
どこ
entering
だ
his
っけこれ。
pupil stage?
That's
There
right.
we are. Well done.
That's genius.
カメリア
So,
砂漠だっけ名
because
前。
we've now got the cheetah, the cheetah Flash,
so
we can now,
Camellia
you might
Flash.
recognize this shady character here.
Yeah, don't worry about him.
Yeah, don't worry.
We'll talk to
Me,
him.
Mario, and I'm very disappointed in that hedgehog. He's just lazing about.
We're gonna talk to him later.
で、また街
So
に
again, more of
来
this
ま
jumping
す。
shenanigans, 3 of these, and we just hang out with a massive elephant, the daddy fant, and he's all, do you want to learn how to lift, bro?
Yeah, we're gonna learn our final life skill, how to pick things off
で、
the
このカメ
ground.
リア砂漠ですね。
This is actually going to help
Sonic.
because we've learned by picking up a little like
いましたよ。
wooden thing, but now we're going to go straight from there
Sega
straight to
Damon.
massive rocks 2 times the size of us.
Oh yeah, we don't mess around. We just straight up there and toss it away like it was nothing.
And yes, this is generally the soundtrack, and it's amazing. Good
All right,
cycle.
so now that we have the cheetah speed, we're able to use the outside and the wind in this place to just travel along the outside of this map. It's supposed to be a very long maze of switches and whatnot. Come on, jelly jump.
Oh,
there we go.
nice.
It's
First
up.
time.
First cycle. Beautiful.
Very good.
で、ここで、
So this
ジオ
fight
ラ
can be done
なん
by
だっ
the
け
time the octopus hits the left-hand side, so we'll see how
Taco.
well Jin can get that today. Quite a tricky one.
It's tricky because his ice will sometimes block your sword swings.
Nice, nice.
またなんかはしょってね、
Making
俺
sure。you're getting that perfect timing on those throws.
Oh, yeah.
One more.
Gotcha.
まだバベ
That's
ル
a
行
decent
って
fight.
ないはず
Hey,
だ
I'm
か
like stuck.
ら。
I got like clipped into that thing. That's never happened before. My character is like disappearing
Yeah,
and reappearing. This is beautiful.
だろ
Are
う
we
な
okay?
少しすっ飛ばしてるんだよな。
This has never happened before.
We got it.
Marathon first. You saw it here. You saw it here.
あ、今ロキシーでした
There, we
ね。あ、
get
違
Chili
っ
the
た。
Penguin.
ロキシーじゃ
Now,
ない
what
わ。
Chili the Penguin does is when you throw your sword, you gain the power of ice on your sword. And this can be used, you're supposed to get it before, as we said earlier.
これソニックね。
I'm a Gallon Hedgehog. Don't mess or you'll get burned.
I love your voice for him. It's so good.
Cheers. So yeah,
Ma,
when you throw it, you get the ice power. So you're supposed to get it first, and it's supposed to be more
あ、
difficult
オール
than
ボスなんで、
that. And then
あれ
you
です
can use
ね
it to like。
エニ
freeze
ー
the
パー
areas
とは
in
違いますね。
in
普
hot
通、
days
まあ
and
割
blind
と
daisies, but
Yeah,
普通
that,
だと
that
思い
lava
ます
pool you weren't supposed to go over, but because we the conveyor is
そ
on
れ
the
はセガだからですよ。
platform that we used, if you hold against the way it's trying to send you, it builds up a lot of
ね、
momentum.
セガですから。
Because this game has a factor of speed that we haven't even touched on yet, but we will later. And you can get to those speeds a lot earlier by doing that, and we just abuse that.
So here's where we're going to have some nice
メガドライブってね、皆さんなんかあまりほら結局スーファミの方が人気出ちゃったからあれなんですけど、スーファミと同じ時期、それよりも前に出てて、それでこのクオリティなんですよ。
That you're initially pressing, but it's okay. That was fine.
そのとすごくないですか？
Atlas are the
ね、アトラス。
publishers, I believe. So
Yeah, that'll change depending
今の
on the
ATL って
version.
ATL ってアトラスって言った
Yeah,
あれ作っ
I
た
can't
ら
remember what the other two names
ところ。
actually, I can't remember who published it in Europe, honestly.
One of it started
アー
with
ト
an
テ
A
ッ
as
クだっ
well.
け？
We'll figure it out.
そう、セガ
If anyone
16ビ
knows,
ット
let。us know.
Absolutely. So it's just a small little block puzzle here, nothing special.
So the way it works is that you can
Visual
attack
shock.
the red one, and it kind of acts like a detonator. You've got to move it onto the
Sound
lines,
shock.
and then it will
Speed
go
shock.
along the lines of what you've kind of hit there. So moving what you need out of the way.
This is a one-frame trick. Or maybe it's a couple frames, I'm not too sure.
う
But
まいな、
you
この
essentially
剣投
need to
げ。
press down like 1 or 2 frames after you release the sword throw. And then it'll ricochet off the wall in a way that you can take advantage of it and hit that switch.
あ、バベル。
It's kind of nice
もう
because
バ
the
ベル
momentum
か。
of the
早い
turn
な。
is kind of like a swing motion. So it's like at the beginning of that, you're throwing it in that center to get the bounce.
It's got to curve the sword.
本当は虫が普通だと来るけ
So,
ど、
this is
虫いないで
The
すね。
biggest RNG point in the game.
これ
Um,
虫してますね、これ
Now
ね。
this boss,
I believe
this
her
boss
name
can,
is.
yeah, Roxy, she can take like 20 seconds or 2 minutes. Depends on how she feels.
so
で
this
ロクシーですね。
Donation time.
Yeah. She's also really laggy. I removed my other animal to reduce the lag. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad.
So when she kind of like...
Oh, that is bad though.
So when she kind of like charges up twice,
oh,
very nice.
Okay, so we got some good RNG here. Let's just not actually miss this time.
どうした？
Oh, down she goes.
あ、いいですね。無事に倒しましたね。
Super happy with that.
Yeah. We're in practice. I think Roxy was just jumping over left and right for a solid minute.
Yeah, like I did a couple practice runs. First one, she did such amazing RNG. She within 4 attacks, she was down, and then
いや、
tried
これ
it again.
これ自
and
体
all
の
of a
発
sudden
売
she
94
was
年なんでだいぶ
not
後です。
cooperating, and
Yeah.
she was just really showing that 20 seconds to 2-minute difference.
You know it's good RNG when there's no time for the donations.
Yeah. Well, that said, I think we can get a couple more in.
Yeah, we're gonna go grab a
Ne,
dinosaur
modoru
across the
kana.
water, but you can definitely throw some in right now.
Okay, we have
So then,
$3 from
戻るんだよね。
Callus. Very entertaining run so far. Good luck, less than 3. And $10 from Fleeks Tea Pecker. Hey there, first time I catch the stream. Nami is such a great cause, and I really support what you're doing there. Donation goes to whatever Bowie wants, because he is my personal hero. Hashtag Terranigma Squad, greetings from Germany.
で、まあ、
I'll speak to.
どこだこれ。
This is a brilliant level. I love this kind of
Rafflesia
thing. Again, more amazing music as well. Using that bounce.
これはまあもう本当に末期なんで。
Unlock Inferno the Lion.
メガドラ末期の作品なんで
who's kind of
ね、
the
だいぶ。
counterpart to Chili the Penguin, who has
Yeah.
a fire spell. Fire, the attribute.
And if you mix fire and ice, you get.
いや、メガドライブ持ってる人はぜひマイケル・ジャクソンムーンを今回やりましょう。
Yeah, gravity poison, I think it was. Because Jim was calling it poison. I always saw it as gravity as a kid, so it was kind of like.
すげえ。
Yeah, essentially it
飛んでく
does
な
an initial damage and then it does persistent
でこうやって
damage
今
slowly after.
ね、今動物を選
You
ぶ
mix fire and ice, you also get a
画面が
pretty
出
good
ました
enemy
けど、ああや
as
って
platformer.
ところどころで
This is
変えて
very nice. That is a kind of a pixel perfect spot, so you can see Jin jumping just to kind of see where that arc landed. So he knew he was on the right pixel.
シャイニングフォースも名作ですね。ファンタジースターもいいですね。
Same here. This sword's not supposed to rebound on corners like that, but it did because I was standing in that particular spot in
メ
the
ガ
door.
ドラは結構名作多いんですけ
We're
ど、
on the wall.
やっぱり
By holding
そ
left
の
when the
日本国内だとメガドライブがあまり売れてないっていうね。それはやっぱあれこの壁抜けてるじゃないか。でこれ今ペンギーです
So
ね。
now this is a fun boss. This is there's a skip for this boss. If you kill him in the door, it will skip the next 2 dungeons
ペ
and
ン
the
ギン
next
とライオンをね
boss.
こう入れ違えること
Which
で、
is
ジオ
what
ラ
we're
マ
not
ジオラ
gonna
マ
do.
君
We're
は
gonna kill him nice and fast since all
色は
bosses
変わ
got
るんです
met.
けど、まあご
We're
覧の通
gonna
り
go dance
赤
with
と青に変わる
Leviathan
んですけど、
underwater. Everybody loves
赤の時
Leviathan.
にペンギン
It's
の
like iconic.
ペンギーでダメージを
So
与
the
え
tactic
て、
here against
で
Giorama
青
is
くな
that
って
when
る
you
時は
throw the
ラ
sword
イオ
out, he
ン
starts off
リ
with
オ
one
ンに
element,
し
you
て
throw the opposite
まあ氷
element, and then when the sword's out, you can just find the
攻
time
撃す
when
るで
the
終わる。
iframes run out to swap back to the opposing element and hit him twice in one throw.
Absolutely. By pausing the game, you reset the hitbox of the sword. All right, need to be fast here if we're going to make this bubble cycle.
ね。
Oh, that looks good. Should be able to make it.
ブレスオブファイアは
I don't know if that, those bubbles
ちょっ
are
と前に
RNG
終わ
or
りました
what,
ね。
but sometimes you'll make it where you don't have to go around the left
で
side.
こ
and
こ
you
から
just
今
come
ル
up
ート
this right
神
side.
殿
Very
っていう
minor,
とこ
but
に行きます。もう入
makes
っ
me
てる
wonder
か。
how to get that consistent. Just
あ、ま
build
だ
up
だ
a
な。
little momentum
Nice,
there.
nice.
いいショッ
Jump
ト
over,
か、あ、
get
シ
some
ョットカット成
iframes,
功。あ、
slip past these bubbles, and
あ、
bam,
アイフレー
there's
ム
that
使ってる
dungeon.
んか。
Here we get the
で、
good
リ
music.
バイアさんが出てきま
The real
す。
power of blast processing. So Leviathan's an interesting one. It's kind of like a very Zelda kind of knock back the energy.
リバイアさんの倒し方が
This is
若
kind of
干
like a test of your courage. You know, the image of your mum is
面
behind
白
you.
いん
It's
です
like,
よね。
don't let me die, son. So you have to kind of protect her by, you know, shooting back
後ろにいる
Leviathan
のが
shots.
母親なんです。
And this is all about getting that
後ろ
right
でこ
timing.
う
If he's not hitting
左
them with
右
the
動い
sword,
てるやつ
he's
は
timing these swings right to get that
主
speed.
人公の母親。
That's exactly what I'm trying to hit.
Yeah.
So I'm going to
リ
pause
バイア
buffer
さ
here
ん
to
の
reset my
入ってく
sword so
る
it comes
弾
back to me quicker.
が
Oh, let it go again.
母親に当たると回復しちゃうんですね、敵が。だからそれをさせないために
Should do.
ちゃんと打ち返す。
No, I'm going to have to reset my sword box. It's
ちゃんと打
very
ち返す。
precise. You have like very few frames to keep this going. Okay, he's
結構
actually
曲が
on
る
a
んで
bad
すよ
cycle.
母親のいる方にギュッて曲がるんでこ
So what
れ
you can see is to kind of like get it back, just swing a regular hit just to see what happens, just to get the charge back for the next beam.
So just pause buffering to reset my sword a little sooner. Oh, please stop moving.
いやそうなんですよよくわ
Yeah,
かん
so
ない
that
んで
was
す
a
よ
bit
こ
of
れ
a sloppy fight, but We got through. It's very tricky to stay on him, to stay like you have no extra time. As soon as your sword charge throws and comes back to you, you need to get the next one going. And if you don't release it like almost on the earliest frame possible, you'll lose the cycle anyway. So.
で今、リヴァイアさん倒したんで、仲間として今度は使えるようになります。
So now that we've got Leviathan, his power is pretty sweet. It just makes
それでルート神殿から出まして、今度は多分こうしたバベルの塔ですね。
it does drain all the water from the undersea.
バベルの塔に入って、
now it's time to go back to the Tower of Babel. So originally,
で今度虫がね、この虫ちゃんが
we need to kind of like find, we need to like wait for it to kind of get built further.
Yeah, well, last time we took the elevator basically, and now the elevator is broken. But if we had done the diorama skip to skip that last dungeon, we'd be able to use the same shortcut we used to get up there the first time.
じゃあこの感じなんだっけ、さなぎ、そうさなぎになるのね。
The underwater wall of the
そう
palace.
さなぎですね。
It
まだ
doesn't activate this part of the Tower of Babel, but it does activate the fact that you can go up it even further when you get to the top. It's a very, very peculiar thing.
Oh, don't stand there. Swing, bada bada. Alright, so this one you need to kind of use the momentum of the conveyor to bounce off the wall, otherwise you just cannot get by.
That bouncing off the wall will come in handy momentarily.
Oh, wrong door.
Yeah, so basically what's happening as we kind of go through, and again, just to go back to the story, we're having these tests. We had a test of courage, and this is going to be a test of faith. So as we climb the tower of Babel,
that was curious. Okay, let's just let those iframes go away. There we go. It's kind of trickier than it looks. It really is. You got this sort of a mirror puzzle. This one tile is different colors. And then this is probably just the easiest puzzle.
So yeah, again, trying to go for the similar thing of getting the red to be connected to all the things you need to clear at once. And you can combine all of the blues and then take them all out together with one shot if you really wanted.
But why would we want to do that? So this floor is that same slidey mechanic?
ここも抵抗がない部屋なんで失敗すると
Alright, fantastic. So this room's just a bunch of blocks, but they come back very fast and they'll damage you if you're standing there when they come back.
Which is kind of why we like a little bit of Leviathan here.
さっきの滑るやつは仲間の動物で
Wrong charge.
ある動物を操作すれば普通に進めます。でここは
I don't know why, but as a kid, the sound of pushing blocks in this game just was, I guess, kind of, all right.
まあ青いブロックを押して道を作りましょうっていう。
Nice and bassy.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's got a rhythm.
なんでそんな下に行ったんだ。
Jump across. No worries, I know, right? I almost died.
で、一番上に来ましたね。で、今の巨大植物の種ですね。それを巻いて、なんと上に行くと。バベルの塔についてはヒントが全然ないんで大変です正直。
Continue?
Yeah, no donations are current, but would highly encourage people to donate whatever.
今のはリバーですね。多分リバーだと思うけど。
Go to Nami, and we are very appreciative of your support.
Thank you.
So bees are jerks.
多分リバーでいいんでしょ。
Yeah. So yeah, every time we break these little like egg type things, bees do start getting a little bit aggressive. We can use them for a skip if we're lucky. It's all about how they behave though. But this is all about kind of there's a lot of jumps and a lot of kind of like holding back them things. So
yeah, we'll try it once.
Yeah.
Nice.
You really only can try it once, but we're gonna try it. Yeah. Definitely got the health for it.
But again, the game reinforcing the idea that just jump, you got it, it's fine, just believe us, trust us.
今場所がセイントヘブンっていう場所ですね。
Indeed.
Come on then, bees. So the idea is to run as far right as possible to bring them over to the right.
Yeah, I'm setting them up so they try and come up here, so the arc that they loop takes them closer to that. I'm trying to get them to push us to that platform.
Yeah, that is good for like one try, really.
Yeah. If you make it, it's absolutely fantastic, though.
The idea is that you hit the 3 Bs to go 1, 2, 3 onto the platform.
また、まあ正規ルートですね、こっちがね。ダメージ食らって吹っ飛びで行こうとしたけど失敗しましたね。だから普通に行ってますね。
This is very easy to do, yet the game does not intend you to do it that way. And here's some funky business. As long as we don't step on those orange tiles and stay in the grass, the game will not know where to put us at the when we jump into the pit there. So it just tries to shove us into the top right corner.
あれ？何それ？俺そんな知らねえぞ。ちょっとやめてくれよ。
DOG or GOD, and you're supposed to think about it, the fact that you need your dog, the faith in your dog to.
Oh, hello, hello, pushy RPG jerk birds.
To be there with you.
ここは今
It's very tight to stay on these platforms.
通路がぶっ壊れてるんですけど、4箇所。
But if you just go and you flow. And you make it
かなりすっ飛ばしたんだけど。
Bird, that bird wasn't even from this platform.
最後の部屋ですね。ここの全部壊したんで、ここでドラゴンが出てきます。
All right, so this is where we're going to use gravity poison.
Oh yeah.
We're going to try and get a particular manip on this guy so that we can get a quick kill on him. If you don't get it, fighting this guy can be a little annoying.
これ盾持ってるんですよ。見ての通り。これ盾でガードするんで。
Right on. So he started not cooperating in the end, but then we were able to recover it. But if he gets ahead of you, it's very hard to get your sword to hit him because he'll block it with his shield. So you kind of need to throw it at an angle and then try and lure him back into it.
Again, the idea of like faith in the angle of your sword kind of stuff, it's all there.
主人公はドラゴンの上側に位置して位置に陣取ってダメージ当たらなくて倒します。で、扉に今離したらまたこのバケルの塔に落とされます。今回は母はないですね。母はリヴァイアさんだけですね。
When your sword passes through the wall, it loses its hitbox. But because I pause buffer there, I'm resetting the hitbox on the sword and using it to hit that switch. You're intended to get the butterfly that was all cocooned on the wall there. And the ability the butterfly gives you is to control your sword when you throw it.
もう投げるの自由ですね。投げた後、なんか自分の意思で動くんですよ。動かせるんですよ。何やそれってなるんですけど。
So with a lot of these outer bounds, it's going to be a lot more prominent as we go on, but it's very careful to kind of like not be too far to the left or right in certain areas because you'll just pop out.
Yeah, you can put yourself back in bounds in a way that you're essentially soft locked and you have to save and reset. Which luckily the saving grace is that you can save anywhere in this game.
Kind of like, again, back to this kind of fairy tale story kind of thing. This is Chai, the young girl, but then her grandmother next to her is Dorothy, who got caught up in a cyclone, sent to a new world, and escaped with some magic shoes. Ringing any bells?
Nothing we wouldn't get around copyright.
Rings my bell.
So then we pay this flower 50 malins
for information.
花に話しかけるっていう。
We get attacked by bulls and some mist.
Why does the flower need $50 anyway?
Yeah. Isn't that the creature that gives you the ability to time travel in Echo the Dolphin?
Yes.
で今これで
kind of interesting because now we are back in the past.
過去の
So at this point we're going to basically go back into the past to kind of make the events of the past come to fruition, which kind of brings us into the present day. Allow the part of the present to be so that we can figure out how it happened, and then we can use that knowledge and our learning to figure out what's going on in the present, so we can stop the evil.
So here's our next animal friend. He's an armadillo. He's kind enough to let us use him as a platform, stepping stone and whatnot.
面白いねこれ。動物たちの力を借り謎を解き明かしていくゼルダの伝説タイプのアクション RPG である。お前な。
All thanks to the power of ropes.
説明になってないじゃないか。アホちゃんが。
They're converging. Just gonna grab a couple extra health there for a skip that we gotta do just in case it doesn't really pop off on a first try.
これ今、過去ですね。過去に今飛んでます。さっき、竜巻があったと思うんですけど、さっき竜巻の中入りましたよね。あれに入って、今過去の砂漠に来てます。
We got the magic shoes and with these shares, thanks to the translation there.
Yeah, typo. All right, so this trick doesn't really save all that much time, but it is super swag. So we're going to go for it.
I believe the kids call it swag.
まあ過去ですね。
Is that what they're doing these days?
I think so.
All right, so we're going to leave that there, and then we're going to just jump off of it.
Nice.
First try every time, easy peasy. Excuse me? Got bopped, wow. He's like, no, you can't have it perfect.
No, that was very, very good to get that. Using those momentums, there's so little time you have in those little slides to kind of get what you want.
The opposite direction and jump, yeah. It's a little precise sometimes.
で、カメリア砂漠ですね。
Just gotta know how to pull your punch.
This is one of our,
で、今度は現代では入れない宮殿に
where we're going to be we're searching
過
for
去のカメリア宮殿には宮殿入れるので、宮殿の中を進んでいきます。組み合わせ結構多いです。
I don't think he ever came. He went for smokes and never came back.
なんで入れるとめんどくさいと思うんですね。で、亀投げて、亀投げるんですよ。ひどいでしょ。アルマジロか。ごめん。あれアルマジロですね。
Later on in the tower, however, if you do that and you leave Rio, Rio's just still where you left where you left him / her.
Yeah, so it takes like 5 seconds for him to get back to you. It's crazy.
で、4階で今3階に降りて。
Also stairs. You don't want to walk on them. Always jump on stairs. They're very slow.
で、ここ行き止まりなんですけど、右が抜けてて、その上行きます。
Great gameplay and commentary on this run.
5階に来て、
Thank you.
またアルマジロを投げてあるのかな。そう、アルマジロをもう一回投げるんですよね。
This is the spot. Hello. Professional.
来ましたね。
If we leave him there and come up to this floor for some strange reason, he stays on the previous floor.
6階ですね。
Which leads me to believe that these maps are
で、またアル
connected
マ
on
ジ
the
ロを投げ
same
て、で、今度は女の子と話して、そしたら、ロープで降ります、ここから。ループに、ロープで下に降りてって、で、まあ本当は宝箱開けなきゃいけないんですけど、開け忘れですね。で、ここで目覚めの粉っていうのがあるんで、それを取っていくと左のところでさっきの入りましたんで、今度はレオンっていうカメレオンのレオンですね。
Got it. Very tight 2 cycle on this guy.
Yeah. You need to get 2 hits before he does his initial jump.
で、カメレオンの攻撃は今みたいに舌を伸ばして下で捕まえてくるのと子供を降らしてくる。今出てきましたね。ちょっとドットが気持ち悪いですけど、あれを落としてきます。
Didn't have fire on. That makes sense. That makes a whole lot of sense.
Inferno increases the amount of damage you can deal from
下を
1 to
回すのは結構
Can't hit him like that. Okay, cool.
早いので避けるの大変ですね。
Life is good.
Upon defeating the chameleon, we want to be as close to the center
で、
as
今倒し
possible
ま
as
した
well,
ね、カメレオン
because
ね。
that's where Moa is going to appear.
で、今度はモアっていうのが仲間になります。
Don't quite understand what kind of animal this is. Some sort of strange bird, but
It's a moa, isn't it?
It's a is that a bird? I don't know.
As long as you don't mow him down.
Show me a picture of it, 'cause I gotta see.
My phone is dead.
But yeah, what Moa does is increases the abilities of all your other animals. So now we have incredibly insane super speed to the point where within 3 tiles we will bounce off a wall like that.
Yeah. We are literally the Shinkansen.
Yeah, that one was just for you. That was an intentional bonk just for you. But if you want to count how many bonks we do from now on, none of them will be intentional. So let's start making a list.
俺も忘れちゃった内容。ストーリー忘れちゃったよ。
Now that everything's sorted out here, this person is going to go head east and plant
ここからですね。
some seeds and create an oasis, which, as we know in the future, is where we met, or in the present.
またバーンレイジっていうところにですね、竜巻が出ちゃうんですね。
That was his idea. Is where we met Dippy, the Diplodocus dinosaur Lapras type thing.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it.
あれもう入ったかな。
Into the past. So there's this cyclone that's basically.
過去のバンデージ来ましたね、もうね。
That is like an insanely tight job. I've been trying it like all time, and I was just like, I'm just gonna go for it. Have the faith, and you get it done.
Yeah.
堂々っていうのを装備しま今仲間にして、人形かな今の人形と取るとですね、今堂々鳥ですね、堂々鳥装備して、剣飛ばして今。人形つかまあ胴体だけ取るんですけど、そしたら上にパペットマスターパペマスさんですね。 まあ
This boss is pretty much pure RNG. Just throw your sword and hopefully he runs into it. Oh wow, he's giving me the good. Wow, we almost got 4 in that first cycle.
Not bad. So yeah, by extending the power of what Inferno does, you can see whenever they hit the next, shoots off 3 full balls of fire, which can also clip the enemy as well and deal extra damage.
Yeah, it's very rare, but like, if it happens, you just laugh. But now, you notice, now that we've changed the events of the past, the entrance to that cave is completely gone. No. So we're going to take a trip. You can do a donation if we have one.
Currently no donations, but I would like to say that we have the next 3 runs are all going to be good ones. We have Lunar the Silver Star won by High Spirits, followed by the Soul Blazer Independent Race between Almagus and Stinger PA. After that is the Disgaea 5 Alliance of Vengeance main story plus post-game stories by Green Team Saber.
That is one.
Where's Sonic gone? Oh, we're not in the early 90s anymore.
Yeah, we've gone past.
でまあさっきねパペマス倒したんで今これ現在ですね現在
Bless his heart.
で今度はこの海岸のところに竜巻が今度は現れたんですね。で今過去のアネモネ海岸っていうところに来ててこの後何するんだっけここでまたボスが出てくるんですよね。でこれ今それをやるために街の中のやつと会話しないといけないっていう。で象の子供2匹入り口のクマですね。あと右下のさっき最初に入ったキツネコに話してさらに話すと。
Yeah, so we're going to go help the monkey defeat the monster. So we
で
find
そう
out
す
the
ると
monkey
猿
got
が
destroyed
下
by
に
some
いて
starfish.
猿のちょっとしたさっき言ったことですね。
Don't know how that happens, but there you go. So we're
でこれ
going
で
to
バロンって言うんですけ
we're
ど
going to use Moa and
これを
Inferno
倒す
again
と
to again get those hits out and get the AoE from afterwards.
まあ見た目通りです。
Insert any monkey business pun here. They're too easy.
よく覚えてるんじゃないです。もうこれはもう攻略見てますさすがに。
Give it to me.
私も。あ落とさ
I
れ
got
た。
hit by that little purple guy. See that little teeny
さ
purple
すがにね
one?
覚えてないんで
Okay, so now if
攻
you
略
use
見てま
ice
す。
on this boss instead of fire,
Wow.
nice. I know. If you use ice on,
で本当はこれ分裂するんですけ
I'm
ど
just wow, right?
248って分裂しますね。
Dust it off.
だけど
But yeah, if you use ice on that boss, he
全部
will
一
split
緒
into
に
those little
剣投
teeny
げて
purple
倒しちゃっ
ones
てるん
really
で関係
easily,
ねえって
and
いう
it becomes
状
an
況ですね。
absolute nightmare when there's like 16 of them on the
で今
platform there, and they're all bouncing you around.
ま
and
た
knocking
街
you
に
off.
戻ってですね。
So after we save
全員に
the
話さなきゃいけない
monkey
ですね
from
こ
the
れ。
starfish and the blobs, he's
全員に話さな
knackered,
きゃいけない
he's
やつが
not
クソめん
feeling
ど
too
くさ
great,
い
he's。going to have a chill. He's going, actually, you know what?
一匹
Humans
だ
aren't
け
so
猿が
bad. We want to
寝
look
てる
after
んですけ
me.
ど
And then the
それ
monkey's like, oh,
それ
man.
以外は喋るって
That's
いう。
right. I think his name's Baron. I was on the beach and everyone, you realize the greatness, and then they go on to
で今
become
多
the
分
lovely village that they are.
Yeah, this guy in the
Event
left,
これで
the
終わり
white
だ
looking
な。
dude who looks real cool, like maybe he belonged in Chrono Trigger or something like that. He in the vanilla game, you can hire animals from him, temporary animals. But it was these events in this town that decided, or that like led him to believe that humans and animals could work together.
There we go. Back to the future we go.
で今これでイベント終わったんでこの街にはもう用がないと。
It's your kids, Marty.
そうすると現在にまた戻ります。現在の方がいいか。ねソニックいるでしょ。
I love it.
ソニックいるでしょ。
Yeah, what's up?
I think that's the first time you actually managed to
で
do
今度はまた
so we're going to
竜
go to the
巻が
bottom
ね
side of
Daria
Daria Valley to do
渓谷で
this one. This is kind of an
竜巻が
interesting
出
one,
ちゃってるん
where
で
we kind of find out the truth
まだ
about
こ
what
こ
the
に入り
valley
ま
is as a
す。
whole. And we're going to see some more
で
of these
竜巻に入るとまた
first
過
of
去
all,
に飛ばされます。はい。
jump over there. And then we're going to see, yes, so it actually turns out that there's a big old mouth down here, and we're going to go inside a fire whale.
I like that fire whale. I've never really thought of that.
でこの過去のダリア渓谷なんで今、洞窟に入りましたね。
We found an answer to your question. We have a
first try.
$5 donation from Fox Lee. Tell Jintatsu that a moa is a massive flightless bird like an emu, but way scarier. It's also prehistoric, which is probably why it's in the past. So there you go.
Right on. Thank you.
We didn't have too much to go over that, but that clip that he just did first time is one of the hardest.
Yeah, it is the hardest clip in the game, but you know things just happen when you're not paying attention. So we're just going to tuck ourselves in the corner, push ourselves onto this wall, jump over this wall, jump over this wall, with that rope, bone thing, whatever.
でこれ一番奥に向かって、
Oh yeah, we need a lot of HP for this
また
boss.
ボス
It's
の
like one of the hardest bosses
ボス
in
の
the
タイム
game.
です。マザーモンスターっていう。
Ryu
でこいつは一切攻
Okay,
撃
we
して
did it. Ooh,
き
that
ま
was
せん。
close. Woo! Almost got smoked there.
It's a shame that you guys just wreck the enemies because the music is so good.
I know.
でこれ
We
は
get to enjoy it.
魔法か
Dude, you're
魔法じゃないとダメージ与えられないんで
So we
倒
get the
し
horns
ま
of
す
the mother monster.
で倒した
It
ん
turns
で
out that the valley was born
で今
of
あそこ
being this
角
kind
が
of
あって
massive
角に
rocky
触
fire whale thing.
Yeah, it's
っ
kind
た
of
ら
creepy.
なんと
But
もうモンスターが出ない
yeah,
っていう
well, we won't see her. But in the final dungeon, you run into that same creature again, but it's a lot smaller. It's like the, you know,
そうで
back
すね
in the
あ
past
の
before it became
攻
the
撃して
mountain.
こないけど
And
こっちの攻
it
撃
sort of
も
just
パターンが
realizes
決
when
ま
it
って
sees
て
the
それじゃない
horn
と
that
倒せないっていう形です
the
ね
things aren't exactly going
で今度は
well.
ソレイユの
And
町
that
ですね
maybe
戻
the
ってき
monster
て
should return back to
ま
their
た
own
ここで竜
dimension.
巻が
It
現れ
turns
ちゃっ
out
て
they
る
all
ん
came
で
from some other
はい
dimension.
ソレイユの町に入ると過去に飛ばされちゃいます
So
で
speaking
今度
about
は
enemies that could be seen in
王
Chrono
の部屋
Trigger.
の近くに行って今モンスターいましたよねこれ逃げ出してるんですけ
I
ど
don't know why, but this upcoming section
逃げ出してる
scene
のを追っ
just
かけてって
totally reminds me of like the 600 AD church scene.
Yeah, yeah.
なんであそこを
So,
取っ
this
て
is
んのかよ
obviously
くわか
the
んないですけ
past
ど
of our hometown. These monsters are being persecuted and they're trying to like live side by side by humanity.
そ
They
し
were
たら
in the
教
king's
会に向かい
chamber
ますね
having a chat, but I
教
don't
会に
think
向
was
かっ
too
て
diplomatic. So they had
モン
to
スターがいるんで
hurry on out. We just wanted to live together in harmony.
何もやってないんだけどなんか王様がうんたらかんたらっつってその話を聞いてくんねえよみたいなこと言うんで
So we're like, okay, well, we'll tell the king we'll vouch for you because you know, you
代わりに
seem okay and all that's cool, but no time. These guards, these overzealous guards, just go in there and they slaughter them all. And if you go in there, you talk to the guards are all like, well, we killed them all, but they didn't even fight back. It was really weird. It's kind of a sad little scenario, really.
そうモンスターとも喋れます主人公はだけど人間とはもともと喋れなかったんで今はもう喋れるようになってるんですけど
So he thought that you were the one who went to go fight off the monsters and killed them.
Yeah, we got credit for that.
So he was then like, you are a great, brave warrior. I will create a training ground for all future warriors to, you know, become great warriors like you. So kind of, the training ground is all because of what you did back in the past.
Yeah, exactly.
And now we're into the final dungeon.
でこれがファイナルダンジョンラスダンですねブラックナイトって言います
Lovely music.
So we're just going to take this guy over here, maybe a little bit more. Oh, no.
あ失敗した
We want to be on the... No, I don't want to be there. I want to be this side. Right about here. There we go.
おーできた
And we on a wall.
また
So we're going to see a bit more of this out of bounds kind of stuff by using Rio just to kind of... Normally if Rio's not there and the bits that you break down come back up and take
FF2 の最初に出てくるあれじゃないよ
pops you up above them and then out of bounds.
Now to answer a question in the chat, yes, this is a Sega Genesis game. And I'll bet if it was to ever be featured at SGDQ, the charity it would go towards would be Crusaders Without Borders.
海外ではね、メガドライブって言わないので、ジェネシスっていうのが海外版タイトルなんでね。
Just run on the wall.
アルマジロ優秀やね。
That's not good. That's like pixel perfect to stay on that piece there.
Yeah.
It's
not a huge save or a huge loss, but
まあちょっとミスしましたけど、まあ大きいロスでもちっちゃいあれでもないっていう。
This one, however, is necessary. Oh, I just gotta pull him back just to tickle more.
また。
Wow, we have like lots of health. This is insane.
Yeah. If you have anything like 1.5 bars, just grab that to be safe. So now we play Pac-Man. The idea is that we're basically honing and kind of like doing a test of all of our 5 senses. So this is taste, as you can probably tell, by the lips and the tongues and the apples all over the place. So it's about a test for all of our senses.
でまあ当然五感って言ったらね、味覚、触覚、聴覚、嗅覚、視覚っていうまあ5つですけど、まあそれと戦闘するっていうことですね。
There's some strat to this next boss, which hopefully we can pull off properly.
これが視覚です。あ、じゃあこれスメルだ。嗅覚ですね。最初のが味覚でした。さっきのパックマンは味覚です。
You can also trigger the spikes by jumping, but I mean you're gonna take damage doing that.
いやこれ。
And there he goes.
下のトゲを発生させて、それに乗せれば OK っていう。それだけ。
No, I want sticky. Little sticky flame for this guy.
で、今度はなんだっけ、音符だから聴覚ですね。で、聴覚は、相手の行動によって地面が変わります。だけど、まあ、変わる前に倒しちゃいましたね。
Yeah, this is like the final boss rush.
で、今度は視覚ですね。
Now we're into sight. The real strategy here is to try and get your sword to hit him once and then twice on the way back.
で、これまあ瞳しか当たり判定がないんで、瞳のところに打つように剣を飛ばします。それだけ。
Alright, so now we want no flame, so our fireballs will hit the other hands. You don't want to move around much. Whoa, that fireball came from a weird spot. You don't really want to move around much in this fight because the ground is
当たったらそれに反応してダメージを与えカウンターでしてくると。
As soon as you begin momentum, it kind of like it's like in the air, kind of starts throwing you around, but generally you're kind of like stuck in place.
Now this is a shout out to a friend of mine, but I have to do this. The hands.
で今全部5つの五感を全部倒したんで真ん中に扉が出たんで、今度は精神エネルギーっていうね。
So this is the sixth sense. That's not right. We've had, yeah, it was the other one. We've had obviously all of our fight senses tested, but now this is the sixth sense.
リオンとどうかな。
You can do this fight with super flame instead of sticky flame, but it creates a heck of a lot more lag.
すげえゲームだよね。
See, I already lost like one
精神エネルギーと戦うっていう。
Nice.
And down he goes. We're going to just take a little trip through the town, go find our dog. By the way, this was the spirit, as it's called, which is the sixth sense, of course.
Yeah.
So now that we've destroyed the spirit, everything in the present has returned to not normal, but a state where monsters don't exist. They went back to their own dimension. There's no strife. There was no need for war. So if you look at the statue in the middle of the town, it was originally a dude in armor, and now it's just some robed lady.
でまあこれで平和になりましたと。今城の2階に行ってポチと犬ですね、犬のポチと話をするんですよ。
We're going to talk to a girl there, and that will be when time is. So get prepared.
ね。プードルだろうね多分これ。結構ラフナセンティ曲はいいんですよ。だから普通にやっても2時間3時間でいけるゲームだと思うんですけど、でこれアリスと話をして終わりですね。で会話が終わって終わりました。
Now, whatever. Same diff. What's 1 second?
Close enough.
So that was Crusader Ascenti. I'm not too sure if we have time to let the ending play out. It's short but sweet.
Yeah. We just kind of meet up with all of the animals that we've done. And Mac has got, I think, 2 legs.
He's like floating. There's like this weird animation to his walk.
よくわからんゲームって言われたらそれはなんですけど。
And then our buddy Chili.
なんつっていいかわかんねえよ。
The real challenge of this game is to fight the guy 100 times stronger than you, the Crusader of Dollary.
Yeah. Yeah. program or game designed by Toyota. Some of these credits.
No wonder it's so fast.
Some of these credits are hilarious. That's good.
Yeah.
And there's Cecil, just comes floating in.
Cecil the flying squirrel. Yeah. So all of the animals do have names, but when you actually look at them in the menu, they're not there. It's actually only when you kind of have your initial conversation with them, and it's hi, I'm Cecil, bro.
Yeah. What's curious about this is the animals that join you along this walk they're preset. They have nothing to do with what animals you get in the game, but coincidentally, they are all the ones that we get in a speedrun, and none of the other ones with the exception of one.
So we've got Inferno and Flash there.
Yeah.
Inferno the Lion.
Game design by all the staff. Not a single person was left out of game design. Music composed by Mike Shinoda of Linkin Park.
Yeah. No, so there's Peace actually in butterfree form.
So there's our butterfly. Yeah. But then the next animal that comes up is the only one that we didn't actually get in the run. It started to make me wonder, is it actually the ones I was getting? I had to test it, and I got a bunch of other animals, and nope, just wasn't the case. Yeah, so there's Dippy the doofus dinosaur, the Diplodocus, or whatever you call him. And then this is the one we didn't get. This one's kind of a secret, the raccoon. Yeah. It creates a decoy of your character, and then enemies, of course. So that was Crusader Ascenti. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I appreciate all the donations and everything. Thank you guys for making the all bosses incentive get met. Thanks for the name donations. Thanks my man Bowie for the extra commentary. My king, you did an awesome job. Thanks RPG Limit Break for having me.
Thanks so much indeed, guys.
Take care, guys. Enjoy the next run. It is going to be Lunar by my man High Spirits, and it's going to be an awesome show. So stay tuned.
Cheers. Crikey.
Thank you, Jintatsu, for that wonderful run with Crusader Ascenti. Looks like a very underappreciated game. Thank you, Bowie, for the commentary. This is RPG Limit Break 2018, brought to you by RPG Limit Break in Salt Lake City, Utah. We are raising money for the National Alliance on Mental Illness. All donations go straight to NAMI. Feel free to donate however much as you want. And we are sponsored by Twitch. We want to thank them for being our sponsor this year, providing all the support that they can, and providing a great service, being the #1 streaming service in the world. We are going to go to a Twitch ad now to showcase that, and up next will be Lunar the Silver Star, run by High Spirits. You guys have a great day.
いや、成果が続くね。ルナシルバースターだから、